In order to replace the latch, we're going to have to remove two screws with a T20 screwdriver. There's one where the latch hooks into place, and there's one on top underneath the latch, which you have to pull the latch back in order to access it. We'll begin with the first screw here, making sure that it doesn't fall into that hole, which mine did, and you can get it out with some magnets pretty easily. And then the second screw, I'm pulling it out, but I need two hands there to actually remove it. So I'm going to pull it back off video and then extract the screw with pulling the latch back in order to access it. And then once you remove two screws, you can just pull the assembly right off. Lift it upwards so that the latch prongs, those three prongs that you see, come out of the black part that actually turns the latch. So pull it upward and then out. There isn't any hard clips or prying necessary to get the latch and cover off. Just remember to pull it up and out. It pretty much sits on top of the seat. And I'm here showcasing a part from a donor car that I used in order to build it. A common point of where this breaks is not shown, but I've had customers let me know that those three prongs will break off pretty easily, or even the latch after years of abuse and sun damage will snap in half right there on the top. So I rebuilt my 3D printed version in a bit better material and also a lot more infill, so the inside of it will be stronger, so it should last a bit longer than the OEM. So with the cover off, I'm going to show you how to remove this latch here. You're going to need some kind of a prying tool. This tiny screwdriver works great. A trim removal tool or a pick would probably work better. But for most of you that don't have those tools, the screwdriver will work just fine. So there's going to be two prongs here that are, you can see it there, they're locked into the latch. This is my 3D printed part version, but this is going to be the same for the OEM. But you can see where it's locked in there. So what we're going to need to do, it's going to take two hands, very gently pry back on one of the prongs until you can get it over the ledge there. And you're going to do the same with this one. Trying to get it on the camera, but I can't. And just like that, it's going to kind of, when you push down on it, it's going to push it right back out. And there's going to be one in there. Be careful not to break it off. This is a donor part. So it came, like, to me, broken off. But I have built this correctly to provide for that. So here it is. And there will be a spring on the OEM latch, which you will just remove it from its grommet right there, let it spin around, and pull it off. You probably noticed the layer lines on the bottom of the latch. That's where the supports go to print the latch. It doesn't affect its functionality, and I built it in a way that they're hidden once you install the latch. All right, once you have the rear assembly off, we're now going to install our 3D printed part with the spring. I'm going to show you with the cover off, so that way you understand how this latch goes into this piece and locks in place, and actually what turns and unlocks this rear seat. Before you install it, mash it in and break it, I'd like to show you up front. So with the spring, the down piece right there, you're going to insert it into the latch's grommet on this side. Take the top, spin it around, and there's going to be another grommet right here, just like this. So when you insert it in, don't mash it in there or you will break these end pieces, which happens on the OEM model as well. It's a common failure point. So insert it in and then just kind of spin it a little bit until you feel it goes in, just like that. And you're going to see the prong insert itself into this black piece, which will allow you to turn it just like that. So the way that it works is this latch, those prongs help lock into place. And as you spin the latch back, it will turn this piece that unlocks it. And if you're locked in place, I'm going to install the latch soon, but I wanted to give you an up close shot on where those 3 prongs on the bottom of the latch go, just to prevent you from smashing the latch in, breaking the prong, or even breaking this fragile black piece. All right, now we're going to install the latch into the cover. So covers like this, depending on what side you're on. The latch is going to go into these prongs. Note, this one did break off. This came off a donor car, so I'm working with what I got here. And then the spring is actually going to go into that grommet right there. So like this. And then you're going to press it in until these clips clip into the latch right there and there. Just like this. So we'll insert our cover as shown. And then we're going to screw it in. All right, insert your first screw. Careful not to drop it down in there. It's quite annoying to get back. All right, for the last screw, you will have to slide this into place a little bit to get the hole to line up. So I'm going to do this with 2 hands, but feed it with the screwdriver down in there. All right, so using the screwdriver here, we're going to feed it into that hole. I really can't see from this angle, but there you are. Just like that. All right, so just like that. It takes about 15 minutes to get this latch repaired. Remember, 2 screws with a T20 screwdriver is all you need to fix this latch.